The Redmi Y2, a phone with really good cameras, a 2-year-old chip, and a seriously competitive price tag. A phone that competes with Xiaomi's own offerings in the same price space. A phone that over the week we spent with it made us wonder at times, why does this even exist? But at the end of the day, we were often glad that it did. Before we get to the nitty gritty, if this is your first time here, or in case, why am I here? That made no sense whatsoever, right? I mean, I just wanted to throw in a why pun. Alright, my name's Ash, you're watching C4E Tech, Car2 Monthly giveaway, link in the description, and while you're down there, hit that bell icon to turn on notifications, become part of the C4E squad. At first glance, you might mistake the Y2's plastic back for metal. Xiaomi has done an excellent job on the Y2 mimicking the feel of a metal unibody, and those prominent antenna lines add to the visual deception. Even in hand, the device feels quite good. At 170 grams, we have quite a bit of heft to the phone. Now that's something that surprised me. At just 11 grams more, the Redmi Note 5 Pro has a metal unibody build as well as a nearly 30% larger battery. Yeah, that's a comparison we'd be coming back to quite often. After all, these two phones share a lot of similarities, right from the design to the dual rear cameras. Speaking of which, let me tell you guys about those cameras. This is, after all, a selfie-focused phone, right? To the back, we have a 12 megapixel primary snapper with 1.25 micron sized pixels and a f2.2 lens. There's also a secondary depth sensing 5 megapixel unit that lets you take some really nice looking portrait shots. Now, coming back to the main shooter, under bright light, this sensor does an excellent job, really sharp looking pictures with excellent dynamic range. Of course, the fact that this has auto HDR means that even in auto mode, you can take pictures like these. You can see how much detail has been retained from the shadows. Now, under low light, this camera still manages to perform quite well. Look at these shots of the sunset. And it also has a night mode, which makes a fair bit of difference. Coming to selfies, the Y2 again takes some really good looking shots. The colors, the skin tones, everything is on point, and even the edge deduction is passable on the portrait selfies. We also have auto HDR for the front camera along with a dedicated selfie flash, which means that this 16 megapixel unit can even take selfies under really dark conditions. Maybe it's the camera hardware, maybe it's the AI, or maybe it's the 4:1 pixel merging technology at play. The end result is impressive. So I'm just gonna say good job Xiaomi. Sadly, however, the focus hunting issue still remains when it comes to video. We do have EIS, so the captured 1080p footage comes out stable with decent looking colors and dynamic range. Honestly, these are pretty good cameras. Might even be best in segment. Do you want us to do a camera comparison with some other phone? Here's a poll. Let us know. Now, the only thing that disappointed me when it came to optics is Xiaomi seems to be sticking to their old ways and not updating their camera software. I mean, how many times have you heard me complaining about the focus hunting issues? And it's not just even with the cameras. When you talk about internals, we still have the same old Snapdragon 625 chip running inside the Y2. Now, don't get me wrong, the 625 is a great chip, and for day-to-day usage, the phone performs superbly. But even then, come on Xiaomi, it's 2 years, maybe time for an upgrade. I mean, Qualcomm did launch the 632 now. After the 625, we've got 626, 630, 636, now 632. We are still on 625. As far as multitasking goes, the 3 or 4 gigs of RAM makes sure that switching between apps and diving in and out of YouTube, Twitter, and Chrome was an absolute breeze. On the storage front, we've got 32 or 64 gigs of onboard storage with the triple card tray providing room for microSD expansion along with dual SIM slots. Powering all of this, we've got a 3080 mAh battery that, despite the size decrease compared to the Redmi Note 5 and Note 5 Pro, does quite well. I guess we can thank the power sipping 625 and low resolution display for that one. Yep. It is a low resolution display, 1440 by 720 or HD plus. It's a bit of a letdown because when stretched over 6 inches, it results in a pixel density of around 269 pixels per inch. Not too sharp, especially if you're going to do a lot of reading or browsing websites. But if most of your use case revolves around watching media and interacting on social networks and all that kind of stuff, then this is a pretty good panel. We have an IPS panel here, which means viewing angles are excellent, and there's a peak brightness of 450 nits. Now, while Xiaomi might have cut a few corners on the display front, they have added an IR blaster up top. That's always a nice touch. It's something we've found useful. Speaking of useful, we have the useful and feature-rich MIUI 9.5 running on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. Of course, we have spoken about MIUI at length before, and most of you guys are familiar with it, so I wouldn't bore you with any of that. Also, the Y2 is slated to receive the new and improved MIUI 10 soon, so if you guys want to get a sneak peek at what that looks like and what features it brings with it, here's a card to that video. Now, the only feature that I did want to give a special mention to is Face Unlock. The Y2 has it and it works pretty fast most of the time. Let's now wrap this one up with price. We have the 332 variant of the Y2 starting at 10k, while the 464 variant is priced 3k higher at 13,000 rupees. Now at that price range, we have a lot of phones, your Honors, Realme, Zenphones, heck, even Xiaomi's own Redmi Note 5 and Note 5 Pro are in that segment. So what exactly is Xiaomi trying to do? Well, India seems to be a selfie-obsessed country. Now you gotta agree. The rise of Oppo and Vivo phones prove that beyond doubt, and while the Y1 was a great phone, Xiaomi have something special with the Y2, a phone with excellent cameras and middle-of-the-road internals, and a good-looking build, all for the price of 10k. Now the only problem that I see with the Y2 is the flash sales. After all, one of the main reasons Oppo and Vivo are doing so great is because of their offline sales, and with Xiaomi and their flash sales, a lot of people who want a Y2 aren't going to get the chance to buy one. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Y2. One more addition from Xiaomi in an overcrowded segment. Overcrowded predominantly by Xiaomi, but it is a Redmi device with excellent cameras and a must-buy for budget selfie lovers. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Are you interested in buying a Y2, or would you rather save up more money and get a Redmi Note 5 Pro instead? Or maybe get a Asus Zenfone Max Pro, Realme 1? What is your pick? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below. If you know someone who's looking to buy a phone in this segment, then do share this video with them. If you hated this video, well, you know what to do. But if you did like it, go ahead, hit that like button, get subscribed to C4 Tech, and click on that bell icon to become part of our notification squad. And now, I must bid you adieu. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.